Here at Superb Sports Media, we kind of want to add another sport to our growing category of sports videos. And today, we finally talk about the world's most famous sport, football. My name is Fawn, and I'll be your host of anything football, or if you might call it soccer, in this channel. There is no better topic to start off when wanting to discuss football than its most famous rivalry, the El Clásico. Get ready to explore the thrilling clashes between two Spanish giants, Barcelona and Real Madrid. The El Clásico traces its roots back to the early 20th century when these two football powerhouses first locked horns. Now, the rivalry intensified as both clubs competed for regional dominance and later became kind of symbols of contrasting ideologies. From Madrid being known to buy the best players in the world, while Barcelona was known for building talent from their youth academy. Whichever of these teams you supported though, you knew it was a match worth watching every time. Beyond the football pitch, the El Clásico has often reflected the political and the cultural tensions of Spain. During Franco's regime, Real Madrid represented the establishment, while Barcelona became a symbol of Catalan identity and resistance. Basically, Madrid as a city identified with Spain, as it is the capital city, while Barcelona, a city in Catalonia, is known to be an autonomous community in Spain, and has made it clear that they would rather be called Catalonians and actually want independence from Spain. During the dictatorships of Miguel Primo de Rivera and especially Francisco Franco, all regional languages and identities in Spain were frowned upon and restrained. As such, most citizens of Barcelona were in strong opposition in the fascist-like regime. In this period, Barcelona gained its motto, Més que un club. I probably butchered that, but in English means more than a club because of its alleged connection to Catalan nationalists as well to progressive beliefs. The first matchup between the two Spanish sides was when Barcelona won 3-1 in the 1902 Copa de la Coronación, which was marked the coronation of Spanish King Alfonso XIII. Around 30 years later, King Alfonso authorized elections that didn't quite go his way. Voters overwhelmingly decided to abolish the monarchy in favor of a liberal republic. As the king went into exile in Morocco, the newly formed government enacted widespread reforms that in effect allowed the Basque Country and Catalonia to receive greater autonomy. However, this freedom would be short-lived as a number of rebel groups consisting of the military, former aristocracy, and members of the church fought to regain control through succeeding elections. Several years later, a general by the name of Francisco Franco would further muster the nationalist sentiment, seeping its way across the country and overthrow city by city. Franco is a name that you will be hearing quite a lot in this video. That's surprising since he was not a football player or in the business of football at all. To him, it was really all just politics. Over the years, the El Clásico has witnessed numerous iconic matches that have left fans in awe. From the legendary battles between Di Stefano and Kubala to the mesmerizing skills of Messi and Ronaldo. These encounters have produced unforgettable moments. The 2-win of Real Madrid in 2012 shows one of the first times Cristiano Ronaldo terrorized the Blaugranas in that iconic Calma celebration to tell the Barcelona fans to just calm down. Cristiano Ronaldo is here. Or who could forget that time in 2005 when Barcelona kicked Real Madrid's asses in their home pitch 3-0. But instead of the home fans booing their rivals, they gave a standing ovation to Ronaldinho, who made everybody in the arena and eventually everyone in the world to love the sport once again with how much he makes the game look so beautiful. And of course, we have to go back to 1953 and respect how this rivalry started back in the days of Alfredo Di Stefano, a football legend in a way Will Chamberlain was for basketball, as he and the Los Blancos had a beatdown on the Catalonians 5-0. It took Barcelona 21 years, that's in 1974, and a man named Johan Cruyff to finally beat their rivals 5-0 as well. If you're enjoying our content so far, learn anything new, or even find these topics interesting, then make sure to like and subscribe. It will help us out in a big way. Thank you. Now back to the video. The El Clásico has seen remarkable individual and team achievements, from record-breaking goal scorers like Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo to dominant winning streaks. These matches have been a stage for greatness. But who else really, besides Cristiano and Messi, have broken records for their respective teams? Ronaldo is still currently Madrid's all-time leading scorer, netting 312 goals just for La Liga. And of course, in the Champions League, he's holding the record for most goals scored in a competition for Madrid, the highest winner of this specific league. He tallies in 105 goals for the Los Blancos in the most sought after and most important league in football. All in all, Cristiano netted 451 times in 438 competitive appearances with Real Madrid, averaging over a goal a game. But of course, representing Barcelona in these record-breaking feats is none other than the consensus GOAT for the majority of football fans, Lionel Messi. His goal tally for Barcelona is the most ever by a player for one club, after he passed Pele's record of 643. Although I still really think this is an overinflated stat for his club Santos. He is also comfortably La Liga's record goal scorer with 474, and that is only second to Cristiano Ronaldo's in the Champions League, with Messi netting in 129 to Ronaldo's 134. Like any intense rivalry, the El Clásico has had its fair share of controversies, from heated confrontations to contentious refereeing decisions. These incidents have added fuel to the fire and fueled debates among fans. Who could forget the year 2000, Luis Figo, a Barcelona superstar back then, returned to Camp Nou in Barcelona grounds, but this time wearing the jersey of their fierce rivals. The hatred Figo received from the home fans has still yet to be replicated to this day. He was thrown a pig's severed head on the pitch. Yikes. Not only do players make controversies, but when it comes to Madrid and Barcelona, you can bet the managers are superstars as well. And in 2011, arguably the two most iconic managers in recent history, in Pep Guardiola and Jose Mourinho, they hated each other as much as their teams. It was a match made in heaven for fans that culminated in multiple heated outbursts and displays of passion. These two would regularly speak trash towards each other on the sidelines of the pitch and outside of it. Whether pre-game or post-game interviews, they were both living in each other's head rent-free. Kind of think about it, it's kind of romantic. They can't stop thinking about each other. Aww. But perhaps one of the most controversial and historic transfer dealings, one that involved politics and a legendary player, rocked the market. It was for Alfredo Di Stefano. His move to Real Madrid at that time was nothing more than controversial. See, at that time, Di Stefano was having a legendary career for the Millonarios, a Colombian footballing club. However, his former team River Plate in Argentina protested against Di Stefano's presence for the Colombian side, claiming that the player was still contracted to their club. As Di Stefano continued to impress with his stellar performances, he became a transfer target for both Real Madrid and Barcelona. In the race that followed, both the clubs battled for the player's signature, and what followed in the summer of 1952 was a mysterious tale, with many historians still debating as to what actually happened that allowed Real Madrid to sign the player ahead of their Spanish arch-rivals. The most controversial tale recounts that Barcelona believed that Millonarios' capture of Di Stefano was illegitimate, and they sought to negotiate directly with River Plate to secure an agreement for the player. The transfer went through, and Di Stefano made several appearances for Barcelona's preseason games in 1953. However, the Spanish Football Federation then entered the fray, claiming that Millonarios, the actual patron of Di Stefano, had not sanctioned the transfer, rendering the negotiation null and void. In the chaos that followed, Real Madrid capitalized, earning Millonarios' signature to capture Di Stefano, who would later go on to become one of the greatest figures in football, along with the likes of Santiago Bernabeu, Cristiano Ronaldo, Miguel Munoz, Zinedine Zidane. It is believed that Franco, the dictator we were talking about earlier, had a significant influence over the dealings of the Spanish Football Federation and was behind the infamous heist. In recent years, the El Clásico has continued to captivate the audiences worldwide, with new stars emerging and tactical battles unfolding. These matches showcase the evolution of football and the enduring nature of this rivalry. Both teams have been in the post-Cristiano and Messi era, and so far, Real Madrid has been on the better end as they have already won a Champions League back in 2021-22. But Barcelona has yet again found a diamond in their youth squad with Gavi, Pedri, and Ansu Fati, three promising young stars who grew up in the club's academy, very much in line with these club's personality. And there you have it, a glimpse into the rich history of the El Clásico. Whether you support Barcelona or Real Madrid, there's no denying the excitement and passion that this rivalry brings to the beautiful game. If you're at all interested in football history, or even basketball and American football history, then be sure to subscribe to our channel, Superb Sports Media. A sub will definitely help out a lot in the algorithm, and we also actually have a Patreon page. You guys can voice out topics you would want me to talk about. Besides that, your name would also be put in a future lottery drawings where you could win jerseys, sports video games like 2K, FIFA, and Madden, and even game tickets. Well, with all that said, please do leave a like and subscribe. This is Vaughn, signing out.